to spend some money from the state of Michigan too. So.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep. All right, anybody else? No? Thanks, Liz.
Yep, you're welcome.
Board and commission reports, Greg?
Our board met. As we talked about, we withdrew our application to the state and we'll resubmit that in the spring. And this is our last run at it next summer. We're about 1.5 million short out of 6.5. We have 5 million. So if anybody's got a little extra money, send it our way. Parks and Rec met on the 15th, and Dan brought some information to us about fees that we're charging for mainly the baseball fields. We're looking at those. We have, I think, 3 contracts that renewed this spring coming up, so it's good timing for us. I think 3 out of 4 renew this spring. So Dan did some homework on what other communities are charging. We do it a little bit different than they do. Dan's digging into that to help us figure out what the best way is to do that. Most of the parks in town are being shut down for the winter. They also added speakers on the light posts on the Riverwalk recently that will help for different festivals, and those won't play music all the time, will they, Liz? Or 24/7? Heavy rock?
Heavy rock and Christmas music.
Perfect.
Heavy Christmas music.
Year round, that'd be awesome.
Actually, it would be nice if we could get speakers up and down Main Street for events like Girls Night Out or Christmas through Lowell and different activities.
If you could hear it. Sorry.
But, that covers most of the Parks and Rec. Perry brought up that with the triple E virus going around, that next spring and summer we're going to have to look at the skating rink, ice skating rink. There's a little bit of standing water in that, and there's some dry wells that aren't really taking the water out of that like they're supposed to. So we're going to look at something next year to help eliminate some mosquitoes in town.
Perfect.
That covers my 2 meetings.
Mr. Chambers?
Monday was Planning Commission met with the townships. I was not there because I was here. And then I didn't attend the Light and Power meeting because it was Girls Night Out and I had to run my store. And, by the time I got done, I walked over there, they had 6 minutes left, so I adjourned.
The favorite part is that they were still going to the girls.
Yeah.
Jim?
We met this weekend, or was it this last week on the Arbor Board. We spoke about standardizing the plaques. That will be if you donate a tree on that part of it. So, and in the spring, we'll be, Dan will be looking at what it's going to take to replace trees on downtown and throughout the city and that part of it. So we'll look for that. And then our next meeting of that is January 20th. And then December 5th, we have our first LCTV fund. And so they'll be looking after that for applications to apply for the funding.
Cool. Cliff?
Learned a couple things at the chamber. The Amity School's going to be the Yiter Learning Center to honor Betty Yiter, and they're actually hoping to have that open after the Christmas break. And Christmas through Lowell grew again. Liz said there's 66 locations.
Wow.
This year. And speaking of just feedback, the girls' night out was pretty darn good from everybody I talked to.
Yep.
No problems and lots of folks.
All right. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. Okay. Fire Authority we already talked about. We'll meet again next Monday. DDA, we talked about the speaker system out on the Riverwalk. Gave Liz some money to market. She does a great job with that kind of stuff. Historic District Commission is yours, but that's canceled. Vision meeting, we got the final numbers on the community cleanup. We're down a little bit this year, but probably weather related, and it was not the best out there, but it was a great event overall. I think it does a lot of good. That's all the boards that I'm on. Questions on any of the monthly reports? Mike, you and your anytime minutes are up. City manager report.
Okay, real quick, the city last week received a notification that we're going to be getting a gift. We had a resident recently pass away, and in her will, she offered to give the city half the proceeds of selling her house, split between the city and another individual. And it's in honor of her parents, who are George and Esther Stahl. This individual who passed, she resided at 738 High Street. I received the notification, and I spoke to the attorney right before I left, and I need to get in touch with the conservator of the estate about more details about what this entails. And once I have that, hopefully by the next council meeting, I can give you some more information about it. But I've been working on that. Also, if you notice that giant metal detector when you walk downstairs by the police department, the police department received that as part of the military 1033 program. We did not have to pay for that. The only cost we had to pay was to ship it here. But police department believed there was a security need with the metal detector, and they were able to get it through the military. And so it should be something that's beneficial to them. On November 4th, Monday, November 4th at 5:30, we'll have a committee of the whole meeting to discuss the Lowell Township water agreement. And also the position that's been vacated by Don DeJong, we are posting that out. We will be taking applications. I think we're going to be putting that out in the papers, I think either this week or next. So that's all I have.
Okay. Nothing new for appointments, Susie?
No.
Okay. Council comments, Cliff.
To your earlier remark, people are stopping a little bit more than they used to. I cross every day. It's getting better. Also, I have a bunch to say.
Okay.
I listened to the feedback regarding the tax abatement. As you know, I put stuff on social media, and there was a lot of pushback from that. And frankly, I've had a change of heart going forward. I was responding and saying, hey, King Milling does all kinds of stuff, and it's a no-brainer. But the more I listen to people, obviously a lot of it is the timing. We're asking the citizens to vote themselves a tax increase at the same time we're giving an abatement. Anyway, it caused me to rethink my position there. On the same note, the income tax, State Senator Winnie Brinks was at the coffee shop Saturday morning, and she was there for an hour, and I could only stay about a half an hour. But the income tax issue was kind of a roundtable discussion. I thought I would have time to just talk to her about things that I was concerned with, but it was more of an open discussion, and the tax thing came up right away. And she supported all the information that we've been giving people, that the state of Michigan has been turning off the funding faucet pretty much since a little after Engler got elected. So that was, in my mind, that was helpful, because she was supporting what we have been saying and what Mike has been saying. So that's all I got.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. Yeah.
I'm good.
Greg.
Nothing.
Marty.
I would like to thank Mike Larkins. As a lot of you know, Darren McCarty was the headliner at the comedy show, and it took a lot for Larkins to step outside of his comfort zone and get a high-dollar comedian in, and it went really, really well. Second thing, he was an awesome individual. He took time. We had Chief bring the officers in. They all got to meet him ahead of time, get autographs signed, talk to him one-on-one, and then they all went back to work. So it was a good time. That place is a lot of fun. It brings a lot of people to our town, and a lot of people come back because of it. So.
That was the most packed I've ever seen it for one of those comedy shows.
Yep.
Usually you can walk around, sneak up to the bar, and nobody notices, but it was awesome. I was there as well. and girls' night out. Thought Liz did another fantastic job. I get to dress as a unicorn. Also, I got yelled at because some little girl told me this is girls' night out, you're not supposed to be here. And I said, I'm inside, I'm not out, so you don't know what you're talking about. Take it somewhere else, go yell at Liz if you want to. That's all I got, Jim.
Make a motion to adjourn at 7:59.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, adjourn.
Can I